Welcome back, gamers, to the Gaming Pad. I'm Lee, Will, and Eric. And let's jump right into social medias.
We have a couple social medias to get out. Email is the gamingpad3 at Gmail, TikTok, the gamingpad3, Twitter, the gamingpad1, Instagram, the underscore gaming underscore pad. And with that, let's get into it.
Biomutant, the game we all forgot about.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's true. May 25th. So here we are. As far as the date of this episode going live, we're about 7 to 8 days in advance. It's here, man. And I don't, I hope it doesn't disappoint.
I don't think it will, since it was initially supposed to be released in 2019. I mean, it was announced in August 19th of 2017, and then it finally had a release date, but then they had to push it back from 2019 to now to fix bugs. I mean, it's developers was Experiment 101 and published by THQ Nordic. I mean, they had to cut their team down to 20 people too for the staff. So I mean, for as big of a title as this is now, with that small of a team is astounding. And I'm glad that they pushed it back to fix all the bugs.
Cyberpunk should have taken notes.
Yes, they should have. I mean, we waited that long for the game. I'm cool with like another 6 months or a year. Seriously.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what they say. A bad game is bad forever. So if you push it back, you're gonna end up having a great game on your hands. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the things about deadlines, man. That stuff will bite you in the rear end if you keep we'll release this day, and then you have all these patches, and it's just like, no game should be like that. No game should ever be released like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I completely forgot about it as well.
I will admit I did too, until I saw something from Eric. Trailer. Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I forgot. I've been waiting for this game. You can still pre-order it now for the standard edition, $59.99. It's going to be released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows.
Which I was very surprised that they didn't have a next gen version by this point.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Okay, Will, take it away. Why is it? Because I have no idea. I just saw that it was only released on old gen. I'm curious too. Well,
speculate. It's probably because they had all the technology, everything already in place for PS4, so that way it just makes it easier for them. Because I mean, it's like Cyberpunk was originally supposed to be for current gen, but then somehow it looked better on next gen, and then they released it for this gen, and now it's a mess, on console. So that's the only thing I could think of that's logical.
That was a jerk move, Lee.
I learned from watching you.
Just pass the buck. I don't know.
From watching you.
Somebody else take this.
Well, I was curious too. I wanted to know. I was like, well, I don't know. I thought you might have. You didn't. I was like, Will.
Yeah, wait, what's the guess?
At the same time, it's like, whatever development platform that they're using, they don't want to switch at the last minute.
And that makes sense since it, I mean, they announced it in 2017.
Well, yeah, and then if the initial release date was 2019, that was before the now current gen consoles. So that actually makes sense now that you say that, because it wasn't intended to be launched 6 months after the next gen. Yeah. So
base.
Isn't it supposed to be mic drop? What's base?
Face. Talk to the hand.
Oh, face. I still heard vase that time, like a flower vase. I'm like, what? Flowers,
well, Will didn't, right, Will? Have my back here.
Viewers are going to be like, yeah, he said vase.
Okay. Let us know, everyone. Let us know.
So, in the game, as far as the premise of it, there's 4 world eaters, which are the main bosses. Each kind of boss has different vehicles. One of the bosses that I want to point out, and I actually was talking to my wife Ashley about it, and I was showing her the trailer. I'm like, look at this. We've all watched the trailers, right?
Yes.
Well, so like
yes,
the in-depth where like, okay, it shows the bosses. One of them reminds me of an evil Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, the big blue fuzzy one with the black beady eyes and the ears.
Yeah.
You can't unsee it. Once it's in your head,
true.
That's true.
you're like, oh man, I'm gonna fight Stitch.
Aloha means you're dead now.
put that work on them.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have 3 game modes, so you can do single player, you could do local co-op, which is super nice, and then online co-op for 2 people, which means one of you 2 are gonna have to sit out, and I get to play. The other one gets the luxury of playing with me. So fight amongst yourself.
Hey, Will, I choose to play
I'll
with
sit
you.
out.
You totally missed your opportunity.
We have a winner, Eric.
Oh man! And you said like as you were saying it, like I was starting to speak. Vocal brain was like, "Get it out,
get it out."
So, actually, fun fact: I didn't realize there was multiplayer until you told me, Lee, because I try and just stay away from a lot of trailers and pre-hype for games because, again, Cyberpunk. The other one, when talking about bad games are forever bad, is No Man's Sky, where like you see these epic updates, but
actually, I didn't see it from a trailer. I read this article that had the developers on it talking about the game and what they want to accomplish in it and stuff like that, and something that they wanted to incorporate, which was like a 2-player like local co-op, and then they added the online co-op, and I thought that was just really cool that they're like, oh, play with a friend,
Right. I think
it's great.
The last game that pushed couch co-op was Borderlands that I can remember. That upon development, Randy Pitchford had said, he goes, we want this to be a social game, something that you can enjoy with your friends on the couch, not just online. So that's kind of where that started.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I like when they do that stuff.
And also another deal with Biomutant is that the different tribes that you can work with or betray, I think that whole deal is going to kind of play out real neat. I'm interested to see how that works.
It's going to be fantastic. When they wrote the script, they're like, yeah, we had like 85,000 words, like, which is like a small novel, And by the end of the finished game, do you know how many words they had? Over 250,000 words for the script.
From The Witcher. Witcher had a bunch of dialogue, man.
Which is fantastic for me and you, Will. Eric, you're probably gonna skip all over that.
Person. Cut scenes.
Yes, guys. I just want to say that me, Will, and Eric played the other night. One of the PlayStation Plus games. What was it called? Dead Army 4. Zombie Army 4. And this guy, Eric, me and Will just watching intently, and he cut the first and main cut scene. He's like, I'm bored. I was like, within a matter of 2 seconds. Luckily, he didn't do it after that.
That's what I forget, right? Like,
excuse me. Me and Will, man, we like that kind of stuff. How can you
know what's going on, man? I know what the story. You know the story.
You're just gonna kill zombies. It's fine. It's got to be fun. It doesn't have to be enticing, dude. When you gotta shoot them in the head.
When I saw that meme of you destroyed my army, conquered my blah blah blah, and stole my chest, and then it shows all the person I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna kill you. I think of Eric just being that player. I kept you're the final boss. I don't know what's going on, but I know I gotta beat you.
It's fun, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it while I do it. I'm a sadist, right?
X. X.
X. Skipping.
X.
Skip.
Yes.
That's true. The dialogue you guys shouldn't skip is our dialogue on this podcast. So don't forget to email us at gamingpad3@gmail.com. Hit me up on TikTok at the gamingpad3. Lee on the gamingpad1 for Twitter, and Instagram for Will at _gaming_pad.
That was a smooth transition.
It was. I like that.
That was very smooth.
Been honing in on that stuff, man.
Just like some Crown, smooth.
Ooh, ooh, I like that. Now, speaking of army of or zombie army, for the PlayStation Plus that was free this month. Next month we got 3 games: Wreckfest, Battlefield 5, and Stranded Deep. And
so Wreckfest, go.
No, after you.
At that you were talking. I need to shut up.
Absolutely, listeners. He knows his place now. I'm just playing. We agreed to the finger up in the air. Remember that? Yes. Anyways, I don't know much about Wreckfest, but I do know Battlefield 5. I thought it was a fun game. I like those types of games, drive a tank, fly airplane, play with your buddies, capture objectives. Like,
you don't do anything other than die.
That's what you do.
Need a medic.
I need a medic.
Yeah, while they all run past you. That's one thing that irritated me. It was like, you're a medic, you just ran right by me.
Right.
Yeah.
Selfish people, man.
Yeah, very selfish.
So I think the only person who might have a different viewpoint for Battlefield 5 would be Eric.
I don't like the Battlefield games.
Go on.
I've tried time and time again to get into them. It's just too much chaos. And I get
Battlefield.
And I get that. I get that it's supposed to be simulating an actual battlefield and an actual war, but at the end of the day, you want to play a game because you want to have fun. And how many times do you just like spawn and 30 seconds later you're getting shot at by some sniper off in the distance, or cars coming to your left, or airplanes up in the sky? You have no way to effectively move around the map, especially when you're going 32v32. You're just in this big area, and there's just no control over the game.
I disagree. I feel like when you're with a squad, you can control certain aspects and move up and push forward. And even when the enemy gets behind you, I feel like that's when it's the most fun, because you're like, you see your friends dropping, you're like, oh God, man, I got to bring them back, or like, we just got to hold this down so he can drop again on us. Like, I think it's fun. I like to see how many kills you can get in a game, or how many times you can get a kill before you die.
Yeah, I enjoyed 4 and 1. Those are my favorite. They're pretty
1
fun,
was fun.
Yeah. Played those quite a bit. I think even 3, but 1 and 4, I like those the most. 5 was finally headed in a good direction.
I was like, they did a good last patch,
and they just stopped all production on it. It's like, well, you've got X amount of battles that they could have literally put in there, and they didn't do it, like Battle of the Bulge, or even like D-Day, like storming the beaches of Normandy. None of that stuff, man. So it's just like Iwo Jima, it's so many historical places they could have did, and I think it just would have made the game a whole lot better longevity, because I don't even play it anymore. I still be playing 4.
It's been a long time since I played it.
Yeah. Well.
So the next deal, and I kind of want to backtrack to this one because nobody really knows a whole lot about it. Well, Lee already said it. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. Quick ask: will Wreckfest drive hard, die last? Any knowledge about it?
No, sounds like some kind of like car game.
It's a demolition derby.
Yeah. So kind of what I'm reading in the screenshot right off PlayStation's or blog PlayStation.com. The screenshot they used actually caught my attention. It looks pretty interesting. It's also it's also the PS5 title for the
for the month.
PlayStation Plus, yeah. So, you know, it has my attention for two reasons. One, that it's the only PlayStation 5 title, so I always like to get on those just because, you know, it's something free that I can play on the PlayStation 5 without spending a whole lot of money. But then again, the screenshot they use just kind of shows carnage everywhere, and the car's all beat up. So, it like I've said in times past, like racing games are very hit or miss for me, and it's not that I play them all the time, but when I do play them, I have fun with them. So I am actually, I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
No, I'll have to check it out.
I mean, it's free, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not?
Stranded Deep, I'm looking forward to. Like the survival game. Will, what'd you find out when you looked up that game?
It's just a survival. Like I say, plane crashes and you're surviving on an island pretty much. So yeah, Stranded Deep. So take the role of a plane crash survivor stranded somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, come face to face with some of the most life-threatening scenarios that will result in different experience each time you play. Scavenge, discover, survive.
I like that.
So when talking about survival games, again, those for me are very hit and miss because what was that DayZ that Hayden?
Oh God.
Hayden Lee and I tried playing that. It was terrible. I mean, we couldn't find each other. So it was poorly executed, in my opinion, and so we never revisited it. And then you have games like Don't Starve that there's such a high learning curve at the front end of it that unless you start doing the research or like just putting the time and effort into learning and getting that past that hump, that can be a little discouraging as well. So there's slight concern there. Everything I've seen on the game does look pretty solid. I remember that when it came out, Lee and I were like, you know, I I think that we had contemplated buying it, didn't we?
Yeah.
But so I'm excited.
There's no bueno. Yeah, I remember a buddy of mine with I know it was DayZ. He was kind of yeah, it was just bad, man. It was just developers ain't try to do nothing to fix it. You know, it's like yeah, we'll take your money, but yeah, it's just had this buggy game, and it's like. Like, yeah, my homeboy he was telling me about it, and I was like, yeah, good thing I dodged the bullet. Because
I did get some enjoyment out of it, you know. I like seeing the hordes of zombies coming and stuff like that. I thought that was fun, and like Eric says, it's nothing we revisited, you know. It was pretty much we played like a small handful of times and we just like moved on to the next game after we convinced Hayden to buy it.
I thought it was free for everybody.
Originally, we bought the game.
Who, you and Hayden? I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was me and Hayden that bought it before it was free for everyone because we played it before it became a PlayStation Plus game.
So was it? We didn't play it on PlayStation Plus. We played it on Xbox One, and for me, it was on the Game Pass.
I had it for PlayStation.
Oh,
I bought the physical copy of it when it came out. Yeah, and Hayden bought the physical copy too, so that's when we played it on. And I thought you did too.
No,
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, it was Game Pass for sure.
Yeah, I remember downloading it again on Game Pass, and we played.
Yeah.
Before that, it was PlayStation.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Game Pass to save you some money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also kind of expensive for the year unless you buy it around Black Friday, which I think I did for the full year.
That's the only time it's really worth it. Otherwise, just wait. But with Batista going over.
The what?
Bethesda. I can't say that.
Bethesda.
Yeah. All right, all good.
Bethesda. Yes.
Bethesda.
Oh. Darn you, speech teacher. You've done me dirty growing up.
You didn't teach me how to say video game developers.
Stuff like I need to use the bathroom. Like when have I ever said that to anyone? Never. Yeah, I just went.
Yeah, exactly. In my adult life, do I need to ask somebody, may I be excused? I have to urinate.
Yes, right.
Where
is the military?
Where is your laboratory?
Your laboratory. Ooh, I like that.
Dexter's laboratory.
I like to just ask people, "Where's the ladies' room at?" and then get their response.
You. Nope. PG can't say it.
PG, yes.
Moving on.
I was about to take that up another notch.
I know. I bet we could have.
For all that spicy content.
Yes. So 2 games coming out. One April 30th, Returnal, and when does Resident Evil 8 come out?
May 7th, I think.
May 7th. Ooh.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it does.
May 7th. Yeah. 100%. So
next week.
What is? Oh, yeah, and Returnal's this Friday.
So what do you guys think?
So, Will, I'll let you lead this.
Well, with Returnal, it's kind of like Alien meets like Silent Hill, like the PT remake. You know, that's why that's the vibe that I got from the trailer. It looks good. It looks good.
It does, right?
Like I do want to play that. So like I know you guys were saying earlier, it's a new developer. Well, not so much a new developer, but a new IP for a developer. And yeah. I'm really hoping it's going to be good.
Here's my dilemma: is you got 2 games coming within a week, both at a high price point. You know,
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Resident Evil $59.99?
Yeah,
I think that's going to be last gen pricing. Returnal is $69.99, so it's higher, $10 higher.
It's $10 higher. True.
It's only on PS5, right?
Returnal?
Yeah, Returnal is only on the PS5.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
Yep.
I will
Thank
be.
you, Sony. Walmart, Best Buy,
GameStop,
Newegg.
Oh,
all you people selling this stuff online, you're making it available for scalpers and bots. So I can't get my hands on one. But we do have to congratulate Lee.
That's right. And I owe it all to my dedication to finding the PS5.
Yep. Congratulations.
And a little bit to Eric, I guess, for
Lee, can you show us that PS5 real quick?
Sure. Eric, move the camera over and to the left.
Well, so if I move it to the left, you'll see mine.
My left.
Which is right there.
Clean your floor. I saw that controller on the ground.
Actually, there's 2 of them. That one has something spilled on it.
What you got? We Fit?
No, where? What are you talking about?
You said where?
Where?
Actually, I told you to clean that up. I was talking about the We Fit. It was a joke.
Now you can get. Anyways, yes, Saturday I'll be coming to Michigan to pick up my PS5 from Eric.
So again, that was actually thanks in part to a friend of mine who's been able to get them, and he's marking them up like $20 to friends. So, you know, he's gotten like 6 of them. I mean, yes and no. I mean, he could be selling them for a higher price. But he's throwing them on his Best Buy credit card and getting all these points. Apparently, he bought a 75-inch TV with his Best Buy points.
That's fantastic.
If it's a duck, looks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a duck. That's a scalper. I'm going to find him.
I can't say anything. I want that PS5. I paid the $20 more. I'm like, here it is. That's $20.
Here's a $10 tip too.
Yeah.
So anyway, Returnal. I agree that it certainly has potential to be an epic game, but
here's the hesitation. Is the fact like you're gonna pay like $69 for this, which is a brand new everything. You don't know how the gameplay is mechanics is gonna work and stuff like that. Or you got a Resident Evil game, which you know the premise of it's carrying off of Resident Evil 7, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just piggybacking off that. So you already know the backstory. You know what to expect coming. You know you're gonna get your money's worth in this game, most likely. You know.
Yep.
So do you guys have any hesitations of which one to pull the trigger? Because I mean, that's awful lot of money for 2 games in 1 week.
Well, I only have enough for one trigger pull, and that's Resident Evil 8 Village. So I'm getting that on PC.
Well, you only have enough for the capabilities.
You said what?
The capabilities, because you have a PS4 and not a PS5.
Right. So is it monetary limiting, or is it hardware limit?
It was a hardware limit.
Right. So for those that are fortunate enough to have their PS5 and have that option, it's like, man, what do we do? Because especially as we've all talked, as an older generation of gamers, some of us dads, soon to be dads, others, school and work, and then all of us work on top of that. We've touched base on, like, we need to hone in our time on what should we actually play. And so with that being said, like, man, what do we do here? Do you, like Lee said, you've got Resident Evil, which is a solid series, solid backing to it. And so do you go with that, or do you take the chance plus spend the additional $10? So for me, I'm trying to predict which is going to go on sale first, because you can always buy it on a cheaper sale. And I think my opinion is that Returnal is going to drop before Resident Evil.
No, it will be Resident Evil. Resident Evil 3 right now you can get for $20. Resident Evil 2 for 15.
When did those come out?
Within the year. Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I think Resident Evil 3 was last year.
Those were remakes.
Resident Evil 2 was the year before that.
Yeah,
they were remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but Resident Evil has I mean, I don't guess historically, but they've been known to kind of drop their prices like a couple months after it comes out.
Good point. Capcom does tend to drop their prices.
Yes. Yeah. And with this newer exclusive for only the PS5, I don't see that dropping in price.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be anytime soon. It might drop in price once the PS5 Pro, Super Pro, whatever you want to call it,
2.0. Yeah, when that comes. But I can't see it dropping before Resident Evil Village, which is my only reason why I don't just jump on getting Village, because I was like, I bet in like anywhere between like 4 to 6 months, I bet it would knock off like $15 or $20 off that title, dropping it down to 40.
I mean, if you extend that time frame 1 month longer, which would be 7 months, that'd bring you to Black Friday, and you know that it's going to be on sale Black Friday.
Yeah.
Not to mention, sometimes when they release some of their games and you pre-order it, they'll take like 10 or 15% off of it too. So, I don't see them doing that on Steam just yet, though. I think I got it saved in my library or in my store, my wish list.
Right.
Wish list.
But yeah, so I'm still very meh about which one to go for. I don't know. I think I'm just not going to pre-order either of them, and I'm going to just watch gameplay, and get the feedback and then make up my own opinion on it,
And gamers, that is a prime example of what you should do. Never pre-order, just wait. Wait to see what happens when it comes out.
Unless it's for a collector's edition.
But yeah, because I mean, those are always going to be like $300, $400.
Yeah.
Ooh, kind of true.
Biomutants for $3.99 for their collector's edition.
So
which is sold out.
$39?
I wish.
So I mean, if they're mass-produced collector's editions, honestly, they're not going to stay at that price. A lot of times you can find them clearanced out. Not a paid promotion, but go to cheapassgamer.com. That is, in fact, the name of the site, cheapassgamer.com. Don't know if you guys have been there or not, but they are epic for finding sales. And then I have found threads. I think Call of Duty Black Ops Collector's Edition was the one with the remote, right, or the RC car, right?
Which one? Black Ops?
The Prestige Edition. I paid $10 for the PS4 or PS3 version of that.
Well, like 10 years later.
Lee's mouth just
That's
dropped.
super nice.
Well, and Lee, didn't I give you that Batman Collector's Edition that I bought too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid like $15 for that too. So
I know. That's ridiculous.
And by the way, we weren't sponsored by that website that
yes,
Mr. Eric just dropped.
No, and I had said that, although they should sponsor us because we're awesome.
Awesome.
I do agree.
So yeah, I mean, but the downside is, talking about waiting for the game. For me, it's not so much a downside right now as it typically is. It wouldn't kill me to wait a week and find out kind of which one would be better to buy. But because I've got stuff that I can occupy my time. I as you guys know, working on the basement, so I can just go down there for a week and work on it. But hopefully over the next month, we start moving furniture down there and I can get back to gaming a little bit more. And so that's where that becomes an issue. And then for me, I'm trying not to have such a big backlog of games because I don't revisit them. I tried revisiting some of the ones that I had bought for my PS5 and I just gave up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
It's hard, man.
I booted Cyberpunk up. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
It sucks because we were playing the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
Man. We were really playing it. And then next thing you know, it's like you just had all these bugs. And we were like, I ain't about to mess my save up. So yeah, that's why we stopped playing.
And
it does suck. I was enjoying it.
Yeah. And then we never went back to it because of that. I mean, and it wasn't even because of that. Like, I didn't care if my file got corrupt at this point. I'm like, all right, I should probably revisit that and start playing it, And so I went back to it and I booted it up and I started playing around and I'm like, no, I'm done with this. Like, this is great.
It's hard to get back into.
Yep.
Especially when everything else is coming out and you're kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Conspiracy theory, man. Conspiracy theory. Keep us busy.
That's funny.
But like I said, I mean, I know I'm getting Village, so
yeah. I'll probably wait for it. I'll probably wait for the 2 and just kind of see how they're received and maybe look at a little bit of gameplay. Kind of.
That's what I said.
Well, and
I already seen enough gameplay.
Lee, you're now going to be fortunate to have the option of the 2 of which one do you really want.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, don't forget to let us know kind of your opinions on what we covered today and what you'd like to see us cover in the future episodes. This was level 3. So just put that in the subject line so we know what episode you're actually talking about too. If you email us, just put, level 3. 4? 2 people are telling me 4, but my gut says 3. Level 4.
Go back and look at it.
Remember, we had 3 downloaded.
Then we well, and that's what I was gonna say. It's funny because literally just today I updated the title for level 3 on the host site and changed all the description. So I should know that. But so this was level 4.
Box talk with pay to win. Yep. That's
exactly. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. See. So anyway, guys, when you email in, make sure that you tell us what episode or level you're commenting on, or, if it's a future one, just put like future content, want to know your opinions. And again, email us at thegamingpad3@gmail.com. Send some messages to me, Eric, on TikTok at thegamingpad3. Lee's on Twitter at thegamingpad1, and Will hosting the Instagram site of the_gaming_pad.
Okay. I'm Lee.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Will. We'll see you later.
See ya.